This is a brand new upcoming Tycoon game. This is Magic Forge Tycoon, and the premise is that you are in charge of this magical forge, and you have to make, effectively, magical weapons in order to trade them away and make a whole bunch of money. So, let's explore what's going on, shall we? First things first, we have got the opportunity to make a mace or a bow, an elven bow or a druidic mace. We'll start with the mace. We can see the resources that we need in order to make this. I think we're going to set up the lowest possible quantity to manufacture. There are some production costs associated with it. There are some resource costs associated with it. Let us start the project. So, much like a game like Game Dev Tycoon, for example, you have to effectively adjust all of the different facets of the weapons. At the moment, we are at phase 1, conception. We're going to launch that, and we're going to see what happens. So, there are two different sort of stats, basically, that go into each and every weapon. We've got the style, and we've got the sturdiness. Now, we're able to adjust, and, you know, we can do this. This is our first sort of weapon, so we don't have any intel on what exactly the right values are that we want to try and achieve. But we're roughly trying to get it in the middle. You know, a good balance between sturdiness and style is kind of what we're after. There's a little clock up in the top right-hand corner. Let's just launch with basic. We've also got a productivity counter. It's a measurement of production progress. We will let that complete, and then we will see what happens. So, we finish making the weapon. Boom. Additional Forge and Origin experience for new or trending weapons. Don't know why that's there, but it's fine. We are able to hopefully level up our forge and our druidic weapon ability, which is very nice. There is some quality assurance that is undertaken by some reviewers, and they will basically rank the weapon. Do weapons need ranking? Apparently they do. I don't know. Either way, we can now go into the process of selling this sucker. So, couple of different things to consider. First of all, we've got our gold up in the top left-hand corner. We've also got our favor, which is worth noting. We can choose to sell our weapons. Well, we can choose to keep them if we want to just leave them here in storage for now. We can choose to sell them directly to the guild, and that will get us 538 gold, which is fine. However, if, for example, we were able to open up a trading post, which would be worthwhile, I would suggest, and specifically, we want to open one in Thrundar. If we open one in Thrundar, then the chances of us selling these weapons for a good price is probably better. We can see at a glance the rating will increase or decrease based on the price. I mean, if we leave it at 380, that's fine. Let's leave it here for now and see if we can actually make a little bit of cheddar in the process, which is grand. Okay, back to the forge, and what do we want to make? Do we want to make some bows? I feel like we should try and make some bows. Let's go for 5 again. It's going to cost us leather and wood. We'll start the process of making this. We will just go for sort of straight down the middle for both of them, and then we will see what that grants us. We've got the opportunity to complete an objective up in the top left-hand corner here. We need to forge batches of weapons. I mean, that's fine. We're not going to do it on this one, but we will get it done on the third one. We're going to go for straight down the middle for everything on this elven bow. We can click some of these things around here. Make a little bit of extra cheddar in the process. I don't know what else is clickable. There we go. Keep going straight down the middle. Can I do anything with these items around the map? No. It's a shame because it's such a gorgeous little area that I feel like I want to explore. I want to build on these islands, but unfortunately just can't. Right, okay. The elven bow has completed. Great. We managed to nab that. We have leveled up our forge, which is very, very good. I think that's going to give us a productivity bonus, which, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking forward to exploring. So, with the current sort of stats of all of the straight down the middle for the elven bow, that is what we end up getting. We end up getting 27 style points, 27 sturdiness points, and we have got the opportunity to sell ourselves a bow. Ooh, look. Our weapons have been sold. Very, very nice indeed. Where are these things most valued? They're most valued in Craven Core or Grisrock. Well, we'll start in Craven Core, I think. That sounds like a good place to go. Fine. Should I put the price up a little bit? Let's put the price up. Let's put it to 475. That's That seems like a reasonable amount. We also have now unlocked a couple of different buttons down at the bottom here. We've got a map, which is very interesting. Ooh, look at that. We're able to get ourselves the cash that we are owed from those weapons that went to Korendor. Now there is also like a political situation in all of these different. I think it's called political situation. Yeah, political situation is peace. Political situation is peace. So I can imagine that there is going to be a sort of war that happens. You got military power of 65. Yeah, I imagine that by selling you weapons, I'm going to end up giving you a nice little boost in military power. But that's okay. Let's return to these bows. Cool. All right, this is where we start getting ourselves a little bit of information as to what stats are perfect for our weapons. So let's adjust here. We will launch. You could see that there was a little green bar there, which indicates exactly where we should be, which I think is perfect. Trading posts. Yep, this is cool. We've already sold one of these weapons, which is very, very nice. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, we can collect or start the process of collecting some coinage there. Very, very nice. Back to the forge. No additional information on these druidic staffs here yet. That's all right. That's fine. We'll make do. A little bit more sturdiness, a little bit more style. Aha. So, this is ornamentation. It's a balanced slider. There's no sweet spot. We can either have complex ornamentation or minimalist ornamentation. It doesn't actually matter. Ooh, yes, a little bit more cash. Don't mind if I do. We've actually managed to turn a profit now, which is very, very good. Our forge rent apparently has. There's apparently $100 of rent that I pay on this place. That seems a little bit unfair to me because there are some floating islands. Who am I paying rent to? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Right, druidic levels, we're working on that. What's our forge level? Our forge level is now level 2, and we got a productivity bonus. So we're slowly but surely working out a little bit more information each and every time that we come here. Where are the weapons most in demand? Korendor still. Yeah, and let's put the price up. I mean, we're selling at 0.4 ratings, so I mean, I think we go down. I think we go down to 0.1. Look, if they don't want to buy, then that's fine. Price based on the theoretical average cost of resources used multiplied by recommended markup. Sure. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Completed contracts. Okay, we need to complete some contracts. Ooh, look at that. We've been offered a couple of different contracts. 10 druidic staff with a minimum required quality of at least 4. Well, we have done that in the past, and I think we can make it happen. Elven bows. I mean, if I took both of these contracts, I can't take more than one contract, I guess, at a time, which is a little bit of a shame. But I presume that that's something that we can upgrade. I'd certainly hope it's something that we can upgrade. Right, let's see. We need druidic maces. We need 10 druidic maces. Oh, look at that. We're out of wood, and we're also out of gems. We can purchase these things, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's not going to cost me a huge amount of money, but it will set me back a little bit. We're going to get 10, and we're going to get 10. Beautiful. Let's get 10 of these. Fantastic. And then let's start the process of manufacturing. Okay, so a little bit more information. Turns out this bar is meaningless. Doesn't really matter where we set it, so that's fine. It's purely aesthetic. Doesn't matter what I end up doing. What the heck is that orb? Don't know what that is. Yeah, so we can't accept any more contracts, but we can collect some more cash. That's good. Anything else that we've sold at the trading post? Still not sold any of these maces yet. I suppose we could always use these maces to complete our contract. I mean, I do need 10 of them, I realize that. There's also a stock market here. I mean, it doesn't look like the stock market... It doesn't look like the stock market oscillates that much. Yeah. Oh, I guess I can, like, select who we want to buy from and select who we don't want to buy from. I mean, it will enable... It looks like every kingdom has about 10 resources. Yeah, okay, so I can enable and disable who I want to support and who I don't want to support. Okay, that's cool. Well, obviously, at the moment, we're only selling to Korendor and Korendor. I don't even know if that's the right way of saying it, but that's fine. We can roll with that. Thank you very much. That is somebody buying one of my super expensive maces. Can't say no to a super expensive mace. That's fine. Also, ooh, this is not, aha, directional hint. We got a directional hint. Let's punt it over to here. Let's punt that over there. Let's punt that over there. Good. So we're slowly but surely getting more information about each and every one of our weapons that we're selling. Also, I think by clicking on you, I think we get like an extra star point or something. There's a little bar that is just, yep, there we go, just there. Ornamentation obviously makes no difference. That's fine, and then leave that right in the middle. Yeah, there's a little like star point or something. I'm not sure what this actually means. I hope it's a good thing. I would assume it's a good thing because I kind of have to pay attention to make it happen. Let's jump back into here. Boom, boom. I am making money. I am making money. Very nice. I would love to accept that, but I can't. We are completely sold out of bows in Korendor. That's fine. We'll deal with that. It's all right. I don't think I can check my finances, by the way. So I have no idea how much these... Ooh, Druidic level 2. I think that's a production bonus that we get, or a productivity bonus. So we can bash more points into these stabs that we're making. Very nice. 7.5. This is almost too good. This is almost too good to be hawked off to some contract. I mean, you only need level 4. Thrunkar. I almost kind of just want to leave this here. 186. Actual resource cost to produce 1 unit of this weapon. Okay, but can we sell it for 450? I mean, apparently not. Apparently that would absolutely obliterate the rating, but it's good quality, right? There we go, 0.1. So that's like the minimum that they're willing to be... The minimum that they're willing to pay, and that would give us 0.1 production, or 0.1 sale per week. How long do I have left of this? Total time to deliver all things? I mean, I could just sell them here. We will make a really, really, really good amount of cash. Plus, we're going to get favor, and it's going to impact the strategic outlook of the Empire. So, it was... Who did I sell it to? I can't even remember who I sold it to. I think it was Korendor, right? I think it was. Do I get preferential price treatment on the stuff that I want to buy? I certainly hope so. Right, who do I want to sell? Who looks... I mean, you look a little evil. I don't want to really, like... I don't want to cast aspersions, but you do look a little evil. However, even if you are a little bit evil, do I care? I mean, it's 14 bows, 7,900 coins. Real shame that you're evil, but, I mean, I don't really care. At all. Because I'm gonna be rich. I mean, sorry. I don't know how to say it otherwise, but I mean, yeah, gonna be very wealthy. Right, so let's pay close attention to the hints that were given to us previously. Are we waiting for any other weapon sales to come through? A few others that I can sporadically keep track of. I'm gonna click the little orbs that occasionally fly out of here. These two people just seem to be sitting around doing nothing, or standing around doing not very much, which is a little bit annoying. I'd fire them if I had the ability. You're fishing off the edge here. You're looking down. You're a professional look downer. Right. Turns out that by clicking all of the different berries in the land, we can actually make a little bit of money. Maybe we should be full-time berry harvesters. A bit more of a passive pursuit, I suppose, than manufacturing weapons. But hey-ho. Right, we're almost done with this. There we go. Another one. Still don't really understand what the point of the little orbs are, but that's all right. We can roll with it. We can roll with it. Thanks. I'll take a little bit more cash. I'd love to see a breakdown. I'd love to see a breakdown of how much how much cash I've made from berries versus how much cash I made from weapons. Ooh, look at you. Look at you. There is tension. Political situation in tension with Grisrock. Ah. And I'm about to provide weapons to these people. I mean, they're pretty evenly matched right now. They're pretty evenly matched. But I'm about to deliver a monster shipment of bows. 14 strategic impact. I mean, so it's not nothing, put it that way. In fact, I would go so far as to say it's definitely something. It will definitely register. It will definitely register on the Richter scale, that's for darn sure. Right, sturdiness, come on, style, let's get it done. Good, I know it's a big load, but that's fine. Elven, yep, still don't really know what that does, but it's fine. Oh, look at that. The quality is great. We are slowly but surely making way better weapons. I feel like, again, the quality's too good. The quality's too good. I wonder if does the political, yeah, so I mean, if I sell, does the political situation change the sell price of weapons? I'm thinking that it might here. Political situation is 0.5, whereas in Thrundar, it's 0. Aha, so because you are at war, you're more willing to buy weapons. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Okay, so we have just modified Grisrock, but that's okay because I can immediately start up another contract to sell here, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell to Korendor. Wait. Who did I take on the contract for? Who did I take on? Yeah, it was Korendor. The Royale de Tharandaum. It's Druidic Maces. That's fine. We have definitely put... Oh, you're in an alliance with Thrundar. Okay. So I don't know if that means that if there is tension between these two towns, I don't know if there's going to be a sort of defensive pact that occurs. I'm very interested in that. Anyway, let's make as many Druidic Maces as we possibly can. I think that sounds like a good idea. Ooh, lower resource prices and larger stock availability. Don't mind if I do, video game. So it's going to cost me 8. It's going to cost me 59 per. 59 per to buy. What about from here? 59 per to buy as well. Well, that's the same price. No offense. That's literally the same price. I mean, I will buy from my allies, who I inadvertently have allies now. I think we can split stacks of weapons. I guess we'll find out. But let's start the project. Okay, let's go up to here. Structure needs to be raw. We're slowly but surely, as I say, getting more information about how weapons should be made, and as I think as a consequence, the quality of our produce is going up. Also, we're in the first stage apparently, period of basic early weapons. So I presume complexity is going to change, weapons are going to change as we progress throughout the game, which is good because I mean, at a certain point, we will have figured out how to make weapons properly, you know, to the best of our ability. That's in a good place. That's in a good place. We'll adjust this down here. We'll adjust that down there. See if that makes a difference. I was going to say we've not seen any orange orbs coming at us yet, but that's all right, because there's a few coming at us right now, which is grand. Very happy with that. And is this going to be our third contract? It absolutely is going to be our third contract, assuming that we are able to complete it to a satisfactory degree. We got any weapons that are currently being sold? Nope. Nope. I mean, let's sell them in Thrundar. I mean, I don't really need money right now, to be honest with you. I'm actually completely fine for cash. I mean, these contracts, as it turns out, absolutely ludicrously good for making money. Oh, there we go. And click on some berries as well just for good luck, you know? Why the heck not? Aha, yoink, thank you. At least we're boosting. I mean, apparently I'm in a tacit alliance with these two peeps. I still don't know what I can do with my favor. Yeah, I mean, I can sell weapons to the guild, but I mean, I don't know why I would do that. Because, I mean, the price that you get for selling to the guild is atrocious. I'll show you how much it is in just a second. But you basically sell the whole stack for what you could sell, like, one weapon for at a trading post. So it definitely makes sense to not sell to the guild. But I suppose in a pinch, if you know, didn't have any weapons that anybody wanted, then that would make sense. Great. We've hit the next level of Forge productivity. That gives me a 20% productivity bonus. Yep, as you can expect, we are slowly but surely moving up the weapon scale. So, for 15 weapons, we get 1,800 gold. I mean, look, we're gonna make way more than that in just a little bit right here. Let's sell that to there. Yep, obviously, we're able to split the stack. That's good. How much are we gonna be able to get here? Oh, you are very happy with me. But because of the political situation, we're gonna get more money. Political situation doesn't change. Obviously, staves are not particularly in vogue here. However, we can sell 6. We can actually sell them at a higher price than we can get them in Thrundar. I mean, I know the quality is slightly higher. Can we see the breakdown of... What do I need to hover over? It's this one here. The quality is 1.4, whereas the quality is 0.4 there. What would we be able to sell this for? A lot more. But I kind of want to support these guys. I kind of want to support my allies, you know? I kind of think that that's a good thing to do. I mean, they're not really my allies. I don't think I have a vested interest in any of that stuff, but it's okay. Right, we've unlocked a new tab. This is the guild. Visit the guild to unlock weapon blueprints and to upgrade your forge. Okay, we've got the market and the forge here. Forge is not available. We can make a shield, a sling, or a dwarven mace. Well, the most expensive thing to unlock is the shield, the orcish shield. I imagine that the orcs are going to be very interested in that. I'll buy it, just for the sake of it. We can also get ourselves a mace. I'll do those two, sure. Forge upgrades. Oh, we can now access the forge. That's very nice. Very annoyingly, I don't think I have the cash needed to do this. Also, there's not very much that I can actually upgrade here. Productivity upgrades. Runic upgrades. Additional style and sturdiness during weapon production. Workshops. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not unlocked. Not a big fan of that. Increase the weapon batch and size. That would be really good. That would be really good. Lots of style. Okay. Lots of style, lots of stuff. So, of course, your military power is now 69. I don't think, yeah, it's not quite as high as Grizzlock over here, or Grizzrock, I should say. I want to see them go to war. I really want to see them go to war. Thrundar? Oh, and what about you? Are you just chilling? You're just chilling. The Theocracy of Calithor. You're just chilling over there. I mean, you need 5 stabs, and you do support my friends in Cravencore. I say friends in Cravencore. I don't really have any vested interest in anyone. I don't really care. I think I should just try and encourage as much war as possible. So maybe we want to, instead of selling to... Oh. Yes, I will take that. I feel like you should be paying me way more. And I feel like maybe I should try... Maybe I should try and drum up a little negotiation, you know? Maybe we should be trying to... Maybe we should be trying to ask for a little bit more. Let's do as large a quantity as we possibly can, because there's pretty much no reason not to. Yeah, sale price still says it's 64. I feel like the sale price should at least be different. Lower resources and larger stock availability. Stable prices. Stable prices. Oh, I see. Maybe the price is only going to increase if there is a war. So, I mean, who cares who we buy for? Who cares who we buy from? It doesn't matter. Yeah, 15 wood. Just give me the 15 wood. Just give me the 15 stone. Maybe if there is a war, which I very much hope there is. Ooh, good, good, good. If there is a war, and I hope there is, then we should be able to make a pretty penny off it. Now, I'm thinking maybe we want to try and encourage a war. So if I do want to encourage a war, maybe we don't feed weapons to one person. Or if we do feed weapons to one person, maybe we should feed weapons to the side that is already in an overwhelmingly positive view. You know what I mean? Missed that one. Maybe we should try and, you know, feed weapons to the victor. To the really, really powerfully placed individual. Let's do that over there. Sure, let's do it. Do I want to see if we can try and get some better weapons than just... Or start producing some weapons other than just the regular stuff? What's your... Still 69. Okay. So it doesn't look like selling weapons at the trading posts necessarily contribute to kingdom power. That is something to consider. Grisrock declares war on Cravencore. The market thrives on that kind of tragedy. Yes! Yes! Finally! Finally! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so your political thing is decreasing. Your economic power is at 320. Your economic power is at 0. I could really make the difference here. Depending on how long this war lasts, I'm in. I'm in with a chance. Right, higher resource prices. What about a little bit of arbitrage? What about a little bit of arbitrage here? I mean, if I see how much are you? Unit purchase price is 83. Yours is 83. I don't know. I don't know what the... We sell for 66? I don't know how this... I literally have no idea how this interface works. It looks like I can sort of sell into the market. This is the average midpoint, but it looks like I can't change... Looks like I can't change who I sell or buy to. I mean, if I buy wood, for example... Yeah, I mean, you do sell wood. 82. If I buy 1,800 bucks worth of wood, great. But then now, if I was to go to here and sell... Yeah, I don't understand how this works. I guess there's not as much opportunity for arbitrage as we possibly could expect. However, something that I do want to check... Yeah, keep on making this whilst we're chatting away here. I think because of the political situation... Yeah, the political situation has actually... I can increase the price. I can absolutely increase the price and still make money. I love that. That is so cool. That is so cool how you're able to do that. So, how long is this war going to last? I'm not sure. But I've got to hope that it lasts for long enough for me to make an absolute killing in the process. Hey, literally. Literally and figuratively. I'm obviously doing a lot of mace work here. Great. How are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? 58 power, and you're on 69. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, I will change the outlook. I will definitely change the outlook by providing these weapons here. Now, if I was a crafty Grisrockian, I would interject right now and say, hey, you know those weapons that you're about to sell, you know, the person that I'm at war with? Well, I'll pay you double. I'll pay you double for those weapons. Now, to be fair, it doesn't look like old Grisrock from... Oop. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Can I do this? Yeah, okay. I can do that. Nice. Okay, I don't know why that looked like it was bugging out for a second there. Yeah, so if we go to the map here, 324 economic power. That's fine. 139 economic power. I don't know how you managed to increase your economic power. Maybe it was because I bought some resources from you. That might be slightly my fault. But, I mean, you're going to go from 63 all the way up to 64. That's basically going to make him evenly matched. Yes. Sell you the weapons. Good. Now you're up to 64. That's great. Okay, I got an understanding. Grisrock imposes an embargo. Diplomacy, you see, is a delicate art. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Increased demand for weapons and orders, rising prices, and dwindling resources. Yeah. I don't necessarily hate that idea, but I mean, what does the embargo mean? Does the embargo change the stock price? I'm not sure, in all honesty. Higher resource price, resource blockade. Aha, okay. So, it just means higher resources. It means that we can't buy anything from Grisrock. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back and do some contracts. You know what? I'm not gonna supply to Grisrock because that would imbalance the forces. So instead, I think we're gonna just take an order from the Theocracy of Kaldrathor here. And then we will try and forge these resources. Great. I mean, it doesn't really matter who I buy from, to be honest. I feel like the stock market stuff should matter a lot more than it actually does. But it just doesn't really seem to matter. Good, good, good. We are making some prime weapons now. Some prime maces. Very happy with that. Good. So you're up to 62. You're at 62 as well. So maybe that weapon... Maybe that weapon that I sold at the trading post did actually go to the kingdom. Didn't look like it did before, but maybe now it has. Either way, this is glorious. This is glorious chaos, and this is exactly what we want to see as a floating Lockheed Martin. This is fantastic. And what are we thinking for the phase 2 production? Probably here. Sure. We'll try again. Right, we're still buying. You're at 55. You're at 55 as well. Good. You got a contract for Orcish Shields. Maybe in the future. We can get ourselves a Forge upgrade here. Increases the batch size and access to higher Forge and Island levels. Sure, we'll do it. Additional styles and sturdiness. Don't care. Additional productivity during weapon production. That'd be good. That'd be very good. I hope that's quickness, by the way. I don't know if the productivity is necessarily quickness. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Very nice. That looks really, really swanky. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know if productivity is quickness or it's just a measure of how many points we get for the process. I want it to be quickness. I really want to manufacture weapons more quickly so that I can get back on the market. Or, you know, the ability to, for example, this is looking good. The ability to get a second weapon in production, you know, at the same time. That would be darn good. There's maybe an option for that. Oh, you're looking for bows now. Number of weapons needed to satisfy the contract. What's this little marker here? I don't know. Your economic power is 404. Your military power is 406. You're at 47. Maybe there are other weapons forges, magical weapon forges that are out here making weapons for other people. You've got to imagine that there are. I can't be the only floating island operation that's out in the world. I mean, these floating islands, I mean, they don't exactly look special. It looks like you can probably get them pretty cheap. I mean, if we're paying $100 for rent, then probably can't be that hard. Okay. Oh, so close. We've almost made the perfect druidic mace. You absolutely love to see it. Well, let's sell to these guys. Yep. And then, you know what? Let's go here, and let's absolutely flippin' ruin them. I mean, we're gonna save their bacon, but it's gonna be an expensive. It's gonna be an expensive defense of. It's gonna be an expensive defense of Korendor. That's for darn sure. Do I care? Do I? Heck, I do not care at all. Right. Additional weapon inventory slot in trading posts. Entirely useless. We've basically sold our weapons quickly. Storage of wood would matter. It would matter if the price actually oscillated more than like a tiny little bit. Oh, boo-hoo, it goes from 60 to 80. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. The fact that we don't have any of these gems in stock literally matters not at all. Right, you're at 42, you're at 40. That's fine. We're not going to do a contract right now. Let's try an Orcish shield. Excellent. We can now make up to 25, by the way. That is pretty darn sick. Yep, I will buy the resources for all of this. What's the issue? Aha. We do not have the wood. We do not have the wood, apparently, needed to do all of this. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just crank down the quantity then. I guess there is quite a lot of wood involved in the process of making these Orcish shields anyway. Plus, this takes us above what we have ever made before. You know? Sure, let's start with just a sort of split down the middle. That's fine. Maybe I should be doing sort of like smaller production runs. Just to sort of like assess exactly what is good in an Orcish shield. But I actually don't care. I don't care at all. New contract here. You're at 36 military power. You're at 39. You know what? If it turns out that I sell you a few Orcish shields just to sort of even you both up, not necessarily a bad idea. Yeah, a kind of interesting contract in maces from the other guy. Peace between Grisrock and Korendor. No decline. Good news. A ruined kingdom won't even order a wooden spoon. Yeah, but I could have hoped for a little bit more. I could have hoped for a little bit more. A pre-war state between two kingdoms. Imminent risk of new conflict. Oh, it's the two Orcish kingdoms. Very interesting. Very interesting. A touch of balance? No, no, no. I don't want a touch of balance. I want a touch of war. That's what I'm after. I want to see one of these kingdoms get crushed. I want to see one of them get absolutely annihilated. And so if there is the opportunity to supply Thrunkor with weapons, I'll take it. But to be fair, I think it's the richest kingdom. It's the richest kingdom on the map. It's got 65 military power, which is actually the highest. Yeah, so it's going to be the richest military kingdom in the world. Going against, oh, well, I suppose a middlingly wealthy one. Either way, I want to see it devolve into war. So, yeah, if there is a contractual opportunity, I'm going to keep checking back because I absolutely want to see it happen. Straight down the middle. Yep, let's keep it nice and even. Very good. And another little, whatever it's called, little spark, little orb spark. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should just make like 1 or 2 shields. Or like 7 shields. If I make 7 shields, that would probably... 7 shields individually, that is. It would probably get me all of the stats needed to make the perfect shield in the future. But you know what? It's fine. Maybe if I don't want to sell these ones immediately, I can just keep them. Because I've got the cash to... keep going for a little while. Nope. Not interested in any of those weapons contracts. I want to support the overwhelming victor. Why not? I want to see the war. I want to see the war happen. It's going to be good for business, baby. Going to be good for business. What it would be really good to do is it would be really good to see. I mean, I don't know if the... I talked about other sort of like floating island weaponsmiths. I wonder if there are weaponsmiths within their own kingdoms. And if there are, it would be great if I could buy out all of the resources from the map. And then, like, sell them back to the kingdom at the time of war and make an absolute killing on commodities. That would be nice. Unfortunately, though, don't think that's possible. I will, you know, shake my magical apple trees, my magical berry trees, a little bit of extra cash. Not like it particularly matters, but there we go. Right. Let's see what we get. Beautiful. Loads and loads and loads of experience. Definitely 1 level. Orcish, beautiful. Love to see it. How's this gonna look? 5.6, 5.8. I mean, good enough to sell. Solid work, just lacking flair. It's a shield. It's a shield. We'll keep this here. We'll keep this here for now. I don't particularly care about anything. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to do a small project. Orcish shield. 5. I mean, can I make 1? I can only make 5. That's fine. Buy the maximum amount of wood that we can possibly buy, because, I mean, I'm going to need wood in the future anyway, so... yeah, let's do a nice little sort of randomized run. This is just a small one, so I hope it takes no time at all. That's the dream. It's the final year of the demo. Once it ends, your results will be sealed. Don't worry. I'm trying here. I want to... Maybe I open a... Yeah, I think I'm going to open a... What? Okay. Who are you in... Yeah, you're... Yeah. I think I'm going to open a trading post in... Or, I'm not going to open a trading post, actually. I already have a trading post in Korendor. Let's do this. Let's reduce the sale price. So this is what we spent to make these things. Now, this is going to give an absolutely huge rating. So it's going to be very, very positive. Price is going to be super darned low. So I'm hoping that encourages... Yeah, I'm hoping that it encourages these guys to just buy. Let's go here. Let's go here. Nice. We got loads of information about the shield manufacturing process. Does look to be happening just that little bit quicker, which is quite nice. Good. Shake these trees. Shake the pears from the tree. Magical pears apparently grown in the sky. Don't really understand how that works. Just do another one straight down the middle. 8,300. Heck yeah. 65. 38. So it doesn't impact. That's a bit of a shame. You'd figure that the government would step in and buy weapons if there was, you know, like if there was like tension. Do you not think? I feel like that is what would happen. Right. So, probably a slightly better shield. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't think I've ever got lower than a 4. Oh, this could be the first time. No, that was just an anomaly, apparently. Okay, good. 5.2. Still good enough, isn't it? Not to mention the fact that it gives us information. No point selling. Don't particularly care to. Go for another shield. I'll buy the max that I possibly can. 92? There's 92 in stock, and we can buy up to 46. I think I can buy up to 46 because I can only store 50. Now, there are upgrades that I can get in the guild that will allow me to warehouse more. That's actually very cheap. It's only 500 bucks. Additional productivity during weapon production. I'll do that. Islands. Garden. Runic. Not that bothered. I want to boost you. I want to give you a boost. I want to see war. It sounds awful, but I want to see more war. Much more. Much more. Come on. I believe. Or a contract. If there's a contract for one of these two, I would consider taking it. I mean, if anything, if it encourages one side to attack, then that's what I'm interested in. Good, good, good. We got good intel. Let's go over here, just so that we can get a little bit more experience in how these shields are made. Origin trending: elven origin weapons draw more attention than a unicorn in underwear. Well, the great thing about being my own boss is that I can ignore exactly what you're saying. I don't care. Don't care even slightly. No siree. I'll just continue clicking my berries and my apples whilst the production of this finishes off. And we'll see. Is this going to be a new record for us, or is this going to be another flop? A little bit of a flop. A little bit worse, but that's okay. The focus put on hammering was a good idea. Great. That's just what everyone wants in a shield, right? That is that's a rubbish-looking shield. But you know what? I'll do it. You know what? Fine. I'll do it. 580. I actually don't care. I'm making so much money that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you know what? I will accept your contract. I absolutely will. Buy. Yep. Make the maximum number that we possibly can. Actually, let's go back to the guild. Let's get the warehouse. Sure, I'll spend all my cash on this. I mean, not like it really matters. Go buy start project 25. We're maxing this out. Let's come back to the middle, which is where honestly we had the most success before. Good, good, good. Has that increased your rating? It has not. I just want to see, please, just one more war. Just one more little teensy tiny war that I'm able to exploit. That's all I want. That's all I want. Just a little bit of war. A little bit of war and a lot of cash. Aha! It's happening! Korendor goes to war with Grisrock. Splendid. Prices are about to skyrocket. That's just what I always wanted. 1,300. You've got loads of economic might. Complete destruction incoming. However, I mean, I got 33 weeks. I mean, I mean, maybe we could renegotiate the contract. Maybe we could renegotiate the contract and I could get a little bit more money. That'd be quite nice. I mean, I am making 24 shields. So, maybe. I mean, I feel like if you're in a political situation where you're about to go to war, you should be putting out contracts left, right, and center for weapons. And we're just not seeing it. We're just not seeing it from Korendor. And that's what I want. I want to help Korendor. I want to see them crush Grisrock. I've been very anti-Grisrockian, to be fair. They've had a bit of a rough time in this game so far. I mean, I did say at the very start they do look very evil. To be fair, I don't think that opinion has changed. Elven trend's over. Yep, don't care. Never cared. I'm all in on the orc shields, buddy. All in on the orc shields. Now, if you were a smart elf, you'd have been all in on orc shields like me. Not necessarily good orc shields, just mediocre orc shields at best. But it's fine. Aha! Elven bows, really? Well, I'll do it. I will do it. I will do it. I don't think I can, like, cancel my current order. Tension's rising. Calithor and Craven Core. That's alright. Not that bothered. Not that bothered. We can... Ooh, we need to go all the way over here. Cool. Let's go all the way over. So, there might be some more shields that I can get. I really hope we're able to complete this contract in the next week. So that we can get the deal... So that we can get the deal sealed and help out our allies there. But unfortunately, I can't cancel this contract. I can't cancel my current production. So we're just going to have to... endure. We're going to have to endure. We're going to have to sell them the shields. Weirdly, I think military power is, you know, defensive and offensive. So even though we're selling them shields, which are, I guess, fairly objectively a defensive weapon, it's still going to count towards the general overall military power stat. Come on, let's get this done. No! 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 No, 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 no. Grisrock crumbles in decline. Save your gold and your weapons before they blow away. Yes! 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 Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Stop. Stop, stop. I want to see. Oh! Grisrock was destroyed! Okay, first of all, they stiffed me on the contract. Grisrock has been disbanded. Yeah, the definition of unscathed video game. I'm not actually sure you understand what unscathed means. Maybe Thrundar got away unscathed. Did lose a little bit of this, but why did they disband them? Why did they not set up like a little outpost or something? Either way, I don't care. Grisrock has been absolutely destroyed. Subculture ancestral. What the heck does that mean? What the heck does this mean? Subculture is builders. I mean, you're builders. Build a new town. You're both goblins. Okay, anyway. Who do I want to support? You got 34 military power. You got 57 military power. I want to support you. I want to support you. See, I want to see the towns get destroyed. I feel like that'd be better for business. Kingdom of Grisrock. Very cool. I can't open up a trading post now. It's not legal. As I say, the contract. So maybe in the future, if I do seal a contract, obviously if it's a big one. I mean, if it's a little one like this, it doesn't particularly matter. I mean, I can still sell and make an absolute killing on these things. So I'm not bothered. I could even sell to the guild and make a decent amount of money. But maybe in the future, I want to try and ensure stability, at least to some degree, in some of the different kingdoms. That might be something that I try and do. Let's have a little look at the stock market to see what has happened. Price has actually gone down since the end of war. I feel like that should not be the case. I feel like the price should absolutely increase. Now, I feel like in the first age, right, it's probably fairly normal that all of these towns have got all of the resources, all the basic resources. They're able to manufacture them all. Obviously, there's more complicated stuff here. But I feel like in the second age, or at least maybe in the first age, we should be able to only get certain resources from certain towns. And if there's one town that supplies a really, really valuable resource, then I should have a vested interest in keeping that town around. At the present moment, doesn't really flippin' matter about any town. Does it? I don't think it does. I will help. I'll help Korendor. Sure, we'll do it. I've not made an elven bow in a while. I've not even made a dwarven mace yet. 25 of the darn things? No. Let's stick with 5. Let's stick with the absolute minimum. Buy. Yep. Buy. I mean, the resources cost a derisorily small amount of money. They cost basically nothing. I feel like it should be a bit more complicated than that. Enchanting all these different things. Ooh, more. Sure. Let's move everything towards the left on these markers. Very good. Very satisfying. Clicking all of my berry bushes. Very nice. That's good. That's good. And that's good. I mean, I think it's fine. Oh dear. Grisrock crumbles in decline. Yes, we know that. Oh, it's gone. It's absolutely gone. Political situation in ruins. I mean, that is certainly a political situation. We've got Thrundar to thank. Is that going to upset? Is that going to upset the other two? I feel like it probably should. Given that they presided over the total disbandment of a city. All right, what do we got? Elven. Yeah, we've not really focused that much on elven weapons, but hey, look, apparently I've still got it. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Who do I want to sell to? I mean, fine. Increase the price here. In fact, no. What am I talking about? I don't need to sell to anyone. Korendor. Yep. Let's absolutely. 603 is what you can stand. You can stand way more. Oh boy, that's good. That's very good. That's a very, very, very good price, which I will absolutely take. 420, 620. Nice, 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 nice. Right, start the process of... you know what? We'll do a Dwarven Mace. Enchantment? Oh, I didn't even realize this was possible. Ooh, okay. What does it do? What does it do? I don't know what it does. Affinity of wind? Nobody's been bothered about the affinities. Nobody's placed orders with any affinities, to be honest, so... I guess that doesn't matter. So are you just going to disappear? Your economic power is 11. Maybe I could buy the town. Could I buy the town and make a go of it? What's your military power now, by the way? 39 versus 57. See, I feel like the game doesn't want me to supply this town with more military power. But I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to guarantee war. I have a vested interest in guaranteeing war. Please. Let's do war. Weapon trending. Dwarven maces. That's what I'm making right now. That's what I'm making right now. Okay, keep selling here. Still not impacting military power, which I feel like is a crying shame. I feel like the trading posts that I open in a given town should make a difference. Apparently they're not. It's alright. Keep going. Anything else here? No, just some cash to collect. That's fine. It's good. Are we gonna get these maces done? I think we're gonna get these maces done. Very nice. 3 times. Okay, so what's this gonna do? There's weapon affinities. Oh, I see. Okay, so the weapons... So this is not well suited to being a wind mace. But probably like a wind bow? That would probably be a thing. Do I particularly care? No, I don't. I don't. In terms of making money, which is all I care about, because, I mean, this is literally a tycoon game. I don't care. So the quality is low. So if you mess up the enchanted affinity, it can reduce... I can get a better price. I can get a better price in Korendor, which I'll do. And actually, it suits selling these things here because they will pay more. They will absolutely pay more. Very nice. I'll take it. That's good. And 800, 600. I mean, one contract. I don't really care for a contract. I mean, I'll start a new project. What do we think? An elven bow with wind enhancements is probably for the best. Sylvanian? No idea what that means. Start a project. Says it's going to take 4 weeks. Maybe we'll have the ability to get this finished before the end of the game. We'll certainly try. 4 weeks should be plenty of time to get the bow done. Come on, we want to see war! We want to see war! There's a new town! Valtrog. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Barony of Valtrog. So, ethnicity, dwarfs, barony, and that's a duchy, so I guess a duchy is more powerful. Also, economic power is now huge. How did you get so much economic power? How did you get so much economic power? How have you got so little economic power? What the heck is happening? Where's all this economic power come from? Either way, the fact that we got the barony over here, an ancestral barony, I'd imagine that they've got quite a lot in common with Korendor, as opposed to Korendor, which is human builders. Although you've got both the subculture of being builders, so there might be something between them here. I don't know how the alliances work. Let's go there, sure. Don't know how the alliances work. Not sure at all. But I'm very interested, and, you know, obviously this is just a very early build of the game, so I suspect there's probably going to be quite a few changes about how all these things sort of fit together. I'm interested, though. Suffice to say, I am very, 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 very interested. Right, so I think we might just get... I'm praying that we get this done. Praying that we get this done. Come on, finish the... There we go. We just managed to get the bow done. Now, how is the affinity, the enchantment going to work? We're level 4, by the way. 30% productivity forge bonus. It's got to be a good affinity, right? What? Surely it makes the arrows fly further. That's a swizz. That's a swizz. 5.5. Nobody wants my flippin' bows. Well, we'll punt them here anyway. Not like it really matters. We'll still make an absolute killing in the process. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's let the game run out here. Very, very cool. Leather up prices. The aristocracy is going mad for leather boots. Even armchairs and upholstered. Okay, leather prices are going up. That's fine. Yeah. Very, very, very nice indeed. Treasury-wise, yeah, we didn't really have that much at the end, to be honest. Completed orders, trading post, etc. I probably could have kept way more money if I hadn't bought about 1 billion upgrades to store all my wood. Do I care? I do not. The enchantment situation, did that really add to my weapons? No, it actually didn't. So even though I didn't actually mess with enchantments until the very end, turns out, absolutely garbage anyway. Either way, ladies and gents, check the game out. Magic Forge Tycoon. There is a demo, or there will be a demo going up soon, I think. So keep an eye out for that. Game releases in Q4 of 2025. So be on the lookout if indeed you're interested. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.